Go ahead. Thank you. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, imagine you are at a hair salon, right? The hairdresser gives you a catalog of all the hairstyles that you can choose from to get your hair done that day. So you start to flip through it. The first one is a shaved head with one lock of hair going down the back. Flip to the next page, and you have finger waves. Flip to the next page, and you have a pompadour. So keep looking, and there's a big bouffant hairstyle on the next page. So at this point, you flip to the last page, and there are plain old regular braids. Which hairstyle would you choose? Probably the braids, right?
Mm-hmm. The styles I just mentioned have largely faded out, but braids are simple and they're timeless. They have transcended culture, trends, hair types, and even gender. So today I'd like to demonstrate how to braid hair. The particular braids I'm doing have been called Dutch braids, Grecian braids, and cornrows. But for today's purposes, I'll be calling them Dutch braids. A Dutch braid is a variation of the traditional plait or braid, only the three sections that the braid are gathered into flush against the scalp. So you prepare by sectioning the hair and detangling it, which I've already done. And you'll need a comb. I'm braiding curly hair today, so I also will need water to add more slip. But depending on the hair type, your supplies might vary. So there are 4 steps to Dutch braiding. The first step is you'll have to detangle the hair, like I just mentioned. The second step is to section the hair into 3 parts. The third step is you begin braiding by alternating pulling the 2 side sections underneath the center one. The fourth step is to gather the hair as you go. Gathering the hair is what gives the Dutch braid look. So before we begin, I've been braiding my own hair and the hair of my family and friends since I was a little girl. And it's a cute, easy, practical hairstyle to know how to do. No matter your hair type, no matter your gender, knowing how to braid can come in handy for yourself, for your friends, or your children, or other family members. In my case personally, my brother even learned how to braid, and he's braided my hair when he needed to, even though he's never had hair long enough to braid himself. So, without further ado, let me demonstrate the Dutch braid or cornrow. So this is the first step. Detangling is a step that's crucial because you want to be able to braid without a lot of resistance and without breaking the hair. So to detangle, you just make sure that the hair has enough slip and there are no knots resisting it. So you may need water to dampen the hair, like I said earlier, and add more slip, and you need a comb or brush. The second step is to simply separate where you're starting the braid into 3 sections. So there's a left, a middle, and a right section. And begin the braid into 3 parts. I'll refer to these parts as like I just said, the left, the middle, and the right. And the third step is you begin braiding by alternating pulling the left and then the right section underneath the center section. So here's the center, and you pull the left underneath the center. And then you have the center part. You pull the other side underneath the center. And as you go, you detangle as you go. So after you pull underneath, you might need to gently detangle again with your fingers. So the last step to remember is to gather as you go. And this is what makes the Dutch braid. So you're pulling, move this way, you're pulling the center part and you're pulling the left part underneath, and you detangle as you go. And then you have the center piece and you pull the right part underneath and you detangle as you go. So you have the center part, and you pull the left part underneath and you detangle as you go. You might need to, fix it. So you have the center again, you pull the right underneath and detangle as you go. And the gathering as you go also is crucial because this is what keeps the braid flush against the scalp. So center, right, and you gather. Center, left, and you gather as you go. And if you follow these steps, you will be able to Dutch braid. So center, right, underneath. You gather as you go. Center part, left, pull it underneath. Center part, right, pull it underneath. And then you continue to detangle as needed. Alright. So center part, right, and you gather. Center part, left, and you gather. And this way, you will have the Dutch braid. So, the Dutch braid is simple. It is, first, you detangle the hair. Second, you section the hair to 3 parts. Third, you begin braiding by alternating the 2 side sections underneath the center. And fourth, you gather the hair as you go. So now that you know how to Dutch braid, you can finish it off by doing a regular hanging plait. You can pull it into a bun, or you can do a ponytail. The possibilities are endless.
All right, everybody. Wave goodbye.
Bye! You're gonna wave to Tracy. Bye!